Hey, what's happening everybody? This is Royce and Pedal Metal. Welcome to my channel. Tonight's video is going to be all about Volkswagen Corrado memorabilia and why it's so difficult to collect it. And I have pretty much all my diecast I brought up here. It's laid out on my workbench, and we will bring the camera closer. I'll go over all the vehicles I have currently, and I believe it's all the ones you can find out on the market. And I also have some other memorabilia here we'll discuss after the diecast cars, which most of you guys are interested in. First off, I just want to say it is extremely difficult for whatever reason to find Volkswagen Corrado merchandise or anything related to the Corrado. It's almost as if the car is completely taboo. It's very strange. I've never come across another car yet that is so difficult to collect memorabilia from than this car. It's absolutely mind-boggling to me. For one, I'll just get right into it. There is no 1/64 scale Corrado to date. From any over 30 plus years, there's not one manufacturer to fill that gap. I write to Volkswagen, not Volkswagen, I write to Hot Wheels / Mattel constantly asking them, and I finally got acknowledgement yesterday from the Hot Wheels Dream Team. They didn't say yes, they didn't say no, but I did get an acknowledgement from them about creating a 1/64 scale Volkswagen Corrado, whether it be the G60 or the slightly more popular VR6. It baffles my mind. It just has me completely baffled as to why nobody makes it, but yet Hot Wheels makes a gazillion different versions of the Honda Civic, and they're coming out with a couple more for 2021. It doesn't make any sense to me at all why you would not fill this gap. I know a whole bunch of people who do not own Corrado merchandise or even a Corrado, a 1/1 scale Corrado, who are interested in purchasing a Hot Wheels or a Matchbox version if they were, made it. So it makes no sense to me at all. But anyway, let me come closer with the camera and I'll show you guys what I have, and then I will show non-diecast memorabilia because there's quite a few people who follow me on Instagram who are interested in Corrado memorabilia. So let's bring the camera closer. All right, now that we're a little closer, we can check these out. Starting from the left here, this is a 1/18 scale Revell Corrado VR6 from the bottoms, dated 2006. This was given to me as a gift years and years ago. Originally it was dark purple, I believe it was. I redid the whole thing to be nugget yellow to match my car and got a hold of some resin Sebring wheels to match my car as well. They are from an Auto G60, I believe, which you could only get in like a weird metallic red color off of eBay. And I never ordered one of the Auto cars, but these are pretty nice, these Revells. I put a lot of time and work into this to convert it to a nugget yellow Corrado. These are pretty nice. I should probably buy another one because they did make them again in another batch, and you can find them relatively inexpensive now on eBay. So at one point in time they were pretty expensive, and I even converted the interior to match my actual car, which it has the gray inserts on the seats. So that's that. As far as I know, this car in the resin Auto is the only 1/18 scale Corrados in existence that I know of. Moving down to 143rd, we have, I'll start with the very first one that was ever produced, a Schiebach, I think is how you say that. Made in Germany. This came from the dealer back in late 89 or early 90. I purchased this. I do have the original box here somewhere, and it is in the correct nugget yellow. It's a 16 valve. You know, it does say G60 on the grill. When you open the hood up, it's a 16 valve. I don't know if it'll open, but anyway, it's a 16 valve motor inside of it. Yeah, the base used to be pure Zamac silver color. It turned like a bronze color now for whatever reason. But this is a big deal at the time because you couldn't get anything else. This was the only toy besides the small 1/87 scale Herpa that I'll show next here then. So this was a pretty big deal. If you were into Corrados, you had to have one of these. And like I said, this was purchased from the gift shop at my local Volkswagen dealer. I think I owned this even before I actually had the real car. Next up, staying in the line of 143rd, Paul's Model Arts / Mini Champs. They do make quite a few colors in the 143rd. These are extremely detailed. I did have a bright blue one. I do have a video of it up, and I'll put a link up at the end of an old video I did like 4 or 5 years ago for YouTube. I sold the blue one just because the blue was kind of weird. I don't know. I don't even think it was an actual color Volkswagen ever made. But these are supposed to be G60s. They had the Sebring wheels, and the yellow one is a little off on the yellow. I think it's almost like a jasmine yellow, which was sold only in Canada. We never got the jasmine yellow as far as I could tell from my research. But the yellow is a little different. I would say the Schiebach, or however you say that, is this one here, is more accurate. The yellow is actual Volkswagen approved paint. But it's pretty darn close. Very detailed. Has the Euro bumper. Euro bumper has the cutout for the license plates. And it's tucked in a little closer, the Euro bumper in the front there. But very, very nicely done. Like the muffler looks great. Like I said, I do have a separate video on these. But if you're interested in collecting or starting to collect Volkswagen Corrado Memorabilia, it's a good place to start or learn briefly here. Moving on from 143rd scale, we have this scale here. I'm not even sure what scale this is. 150th or something like that, maybe 152. I probably should have measured beforehand, but I have 2 examples of these. These are from Darda, made in Germany. They're friction powered vehicles, extremely rare, at least for the United States here. They're really, really rare. And it is a metal body with a plastic base, and then they pop off from the front. You can change the friction motors, you can change out on them. It is left-hand drive. This one I bought maybe about 10 years ago, maybe off of eBay, and I think I paid $30 for it. These are worth probably $50 to $60 a piece now. In this played with condition, and then I just picked up the other week. I got a blue one off of eBay, and it looked worse in the photos, but I waxed it this morning here and kind of went over and got some of the scratches out. The blue is pretty hard to find in these. I know I've been on the lookout for a long, long time for the blue one, and it's took me forever to find one. For whatever reason, the front wheels don't really roll, but that's okay. I don't play with it. Extremely, extremely hard to find. These can sell from, like I said, $50 on up to whatever someone's willing to pay. I've never seen one go yet brand new in a box. I'm sure they'd be valued over $100 in one in a box easily, because in this condition, this blue one's probably worth $70. I have to admit, I paid $50 for this, and was kind of even pushing it. And I love Corrado Memorabilia, but that's pushing it in terms price-wise, in my opinion. Next up, we have 1/87 scale, since, as I discussed earlier, They never made, there's nobody, as far as I can tell, nobody on the planet, Majorette, any of them, Volkswagen, Matchbox, Hot Wheels, nobody makes a 1/64 scale Corrado. So the next up we have is 1/87 scale. This little one here. These are made in Germany by Herpa. And believe it or not, the box, the mirrors come separate in the box. The box is marked $7 on it, and I believe that's what I paid about 20 years ago for this. I do want to get a yellow one off of eBay directly from Germany sometime. But they can be pretty pricey. It was $7 for it, and it's all plastic. But they're pretty nice. This one was given to me as a gift about 20 years ago. This is, you could only get this in Germany at the Volkswagen Museum, and it was a Scirocco one on the one side and then a red Corrado G60 on the other side. And here's an example how they store the mirrors. The mirrors are up underneath here. Pretty cool. A couple times I was tempted to sell it just because I don't have a lot of space for things like this, and but I'll hold on to it. Here's the original box I had in the background here, but there's the original box. It says Scirocco and Corrado. So that's discussing the toys. There's not a whole lot to choose from, and it's very slim pickings, let's just say, with the toys. It's pretty sad. All right, moving on to non-die-cast collectibles. Let me move all my stuff out of the way here, and I will discuss that here in a second. All right, I'm going to just briefly discuss the non-die-cast related Volkswagen Corrado Memorabilia, which is also pretty hard to find. And we will start in the very back. You can see back here, there's a t-shirt. This I had purchased from the Volkswagen gift shop at my local dealer back in the day. I think probably 91 or 92, maybe 93 at the very latest. I didn't wear it a whole lot, but it has kind of yellowed, which is unfortunate. But I've never seen another one of these go up for sale. It has a red Corrado with the light beams turns into the logo. Pretty interesting. I held on to it. I'm kind of glad. I almost gave it away to the local Goodwill a few times in the past, but I'm kind of glad I kind of held on to it. This plate in the very back here I acquired off of eBay. This, I'm not sure. I've never seen them used, at least not at my local dealers, but supposedly they were used for when the cars were new on the lot. And I think it's more from the VR6 era. I've never seen them for the G60s before, but I know my local dealer, when the G60s were new, and I think the early VR6s, they had windshield banners on the top that said something like to the effect of, yes, it's a Volkswagen, something like that. I don't know. But anyway, you can collect books. Let me bring the camera down slightly. Here's a new old stock, never used, 1990 owner's manual. These can go for a good bit of money like this, which was never used, brand new. I have one in my car, which is the original, but I don't even know where I got this one from. I think I won this off of eBay one time. I'm not even sure, but I keep it wrapped in plastic, and it's just kind of interesting. This came with my car years ago. It's the 1990 model's warranty booklet. I think that's where it came from, but it looks similar to the owner's manual, kind of matches, same silver. This also came with my car when I had purchased it in 1990. Upholstery color guide. So there's not, I don't know why someone cut, I'm not sure why there's a square cut out right here, but, and I don't know what just fell on the floor there. I think it's an old business card. Let's see. Porsche business card fell out of it. So there's that. This is not Volkswagen. I mean, it's not from Volkswagen, but It's old APS, which is New Speed catalog, which was something I had from day one. I always thought it was kind of cool, the catalogs. I kept it and kind of glad I did. My car has all kinds of New Speed pieces and parts on it, so I kept that. That's kind of cool to have. This is very rare. This is the only one I've ever seen, and it is black with a glossier black glazed over Corrado logo on the front of the envelope. This is a black envelope from Michigan, and this would have been sent to the dealers in '89 to acknowledge that this model's coming out. And it says encloses the first of 3 pre-launch information brochures. And this brochure is really cool. It's die cast here, die cut around the mirror and everything here. So when you flip it open, there's a brochure in here. Now that's saying, oh, first of the 3 brochures. So we have this one here, which is the only one I have in my collection. I don't have any other one. I have this photo back here, which folds into the poster brochure, which I have a mint one of these somewhere. I don't know where it is. This one I had since I was a kid. That's all kind of messed up, but I've never seen another one of these go up for sale before on eBay. I'm sure they come up every once in a while. Dated July 31st of '89. Pretty darn rare though. And it also has the Corrado logo down here at the bottom. But I always thought that was pretty cool. Moving on, we have a service training manual. And inside here is Tech Talk, an laminated G-Charger operation testing procedure card was in here. I think it was this book and then the VR6 engine book I had purchased from the same guy on eBay. His father, I think, worked at a Volkswagen dealership or something. And then this book also came from the same gentleman. It's a 1990 Corrado Eurolease program, presentation guide, corporate marketing training. And it's kind of dirty and got mold and mildew spots and stuff on it, but this flips open so you could sit it down while you're training your employees or whatever. Pretty rare. Goes into costs and kind of all that boring stuff, but it has the nice illustration here. But other than that, it's pretty boring. Kind of rare though, I think. Moving on, we have this. I'm not even sure where or what the deal is with this. It was something with dealers. This is another eBay score. About 10 years ago, I purchased this clock watch, or timer, I guess you want to say. Very interesting though. It has a red Corrado logo silk screen on the front here, but it's a timing device. I'm not sure what the deal was, what that had to do with anything. It was probably some kind of a sales gimmick thing for the sales reps or something like that. Pretty odd, unusual. These you can find still on eBay. Supplement to Automobile Magazine. The good thing about this is, the cool thing, it has a Golf Rally G60 in it, and it has the fold out in here, which is pretty famous illustration now. I just wish you could take these gloves off here for my die cast. I just wish you could get this in a large poster, if I can find it here, the David Kimball illustration. Of course, now I won't be able to find it. Thought it was in here. Yes, right here. The centerfold is really, really impressive. David Kimball did a lot of illustrations for GM, and they are the blowout, or I forget what you call them, technical illustration, which has this see-through body parts. I'd love to have a huge poster of that. And hopefully someday I can get one or just have this reproduced somehow, but that's awesome. Another Corrado brochure, and there's a lot. I didn't bring up all my Corrado advertisements. This was folded out to be a poster. I had this since I was 18 or 19 years old. It's kind of beat up now, but and it used to be hanging here in my garage. But I do have a mint condition one of these here somewhere. I forget. It came from the Milton Miller or Minter or whatever, the eBay store with brochures. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I have a large poster here, which is pretty rare. I need to get a frame for this. Oh geez, I just banged it in the side of the desk there, which wasn't smart. But it says enter the Volkswagen Corrado sweepstakes, and of course it has a Nugget Yellow G60 on it, which is what my car is. And this is a pretty rare poster. It's huge. It says the winners will be random drawing held on or about 9/30 1990. God, I love the old cell phone there. It's hilarious. That would have been considered, that would have been like probably really small though for a cell phone then. It says you could win one of 5 GE Mini 2 portable cellular telephones. Sounds funny, cellular. 7 days and 6 nights at a first-class Steinberger hotel. Pretty cool. Fly on Lufthansa. But I need to get a frame for this. But this is a pretty rare dealer poster. Pretty cool. All right, so there you go. I think that's all my memorabilia that I have that I brought up that I can think of. I'm sure after the video is over, I will find more stuff. But my point being with this Volkswagen Corrado stuff is it's extremely hard to find the memorabilia to collect. And I just don't understand why nobody makes a 1/64 scale Volkswagen Corrado, which really saddens me. Like I said, I keep pestering Hot Wheels about making one, and maybe they will. I think they will eventually, because I know a lot of other people agree with me that they definitely need to make one, because in my opinion, it's still the nicest looking Volkswagen was ever produced. That's just my opinion. But that being said, thanks for watching the video, and I probably could back out, I guess, back the camera out. So thanks for watching the video, and sorry if it bored you if you're not into Volkswagen Corrados, but I wanted to address this for a while now. If you like this type of video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit the bell for notifications. And I am on Instagram. I'll put my link down below, and the clickable link will be way down below, past my Amazon affiliate store information. And I will see you guys next time. Take care. See you guys soon. All right, bye now.